Douglas Cooling and Heating, serving the Birmingham area for 38 years. 988-3706. That's Douglas.
This is the Weather Xtreme video for Sunday, August the 7th. I'm meteorologist Brian Peters. Thanks for tuning in this morning. And there's a look at our Skycam imagery right away. We got a few clouds around central Alabama, but some sunshine showing up on the AT&T building in downtown Birmingham. And there's a look at the shot from Coleman. And you can see that we do see, looks like some middle clouds up there and some blue sky along with those clouds. On the surface map this morning, you can see that we're still focused on a boundary that extends in the Ohio River Valley where a lot of the action has been. In addition to that, we're also seeing some low clouds across central Alabama as a result of some of the showers yesterday. The ridge is still the big story aloft, but that is forecast to gradually change over the next week as we see a bit of a weak troughiness develop across the eastern part of the country, and that should at least reduce our potential for any kind of extreme heat. But it will stay warm, there's no doubt about that, until we can get a complete air mass change. Warmth is the kind of the watchword across the eastern two-thirds of the country. All that yellow area is temperatures above 60 degrees at 5 a.m., and across central Alabama, we're at some of the warmest temperatures we've seen for the last, nearly week at 5 a.m. Birmingham at 80, and Tuscaloosa and Anniston both at 77. So the effects of those early morning clouds helping to keep the temperature a few degrees warmer. We do have a few showers in the vicinity of Tuscaloosa, some very weak echoes showing up there, but not producing a great deal of rain. But again, the focus has been across Kentucky and Tennessee, and you can see those showers up there. That is also the focus for the QPF and where they think that the greatest amount of rain is going to be, and you can see that there's still some rain potential, but again, showers. This you would think it means a widespread rain event. No, it just means showers. Storm Prediction Center outlooking a slight risk along that that boundary up there and extending from Ohio back across Missouri and trailing back to the northwest into the southwestern part of South Dakota. Day 2, there's hardly any change to it, just a little bit of a change anyway, but still stays pretty much in a similar area up there across the upper Midwest. Tropics continue to be relatively quiet. Emily is the focus of all the talk, but Emily's still having a lot of trouble, and you can see that there's just almost nothing to her. And if you look at the infrared, you can see there's actually about one thunderstorm that is defining Emily. Models are in pretty good agreement as to where Emily is headed, or the remnants of Emily, whatever, and the National Hurricane Center's official forecast keeps it at a depression as it heads out and stays north of Bermuda. So it looks like Dawn fizzled, and now Emily is not amounting to a whole lot, and that's okay. The 06Z GFS model run, and you can see our ridge flattening out as we've been talking about, and certainly extends across the southern tier of the United States, but certainly becoming less of a factor as those short waves move across the flow. By tomorrow, we're beginning to see a little bit of a kind of a northwesterly hint at the flow that will be affecting us. And then by Tuesday, that northwesterly flow is in place. So once again, it does look like, at least for the foreseeable future for the next week or so, it does look like extreme heat is out of the question. But without a complete air mass change, we're going to stay humid and we're going to stay warm. So it's still going to be in the 90s, just not at least the upper 90s or approaching 100. Wednesday, the main troughiness begins to move away from us, so the ridge's influence becomes a little bit stronger. But thanks to other short waves that are moving through, by Thursday we see another a weak short wave, over southern Illinois in the vicinity of Paducah, and then we also see another fairly strong one up over Montana and Idaho. And that one will help to, once again, keep this northwesterly flow. So there's certainly going to be some really good rain chances for the area from the western Great Lakes all the way down into Missouri and maybe even as far south as Memphis. But for us, we stay pretty much into the scattered showers. And I think actually Wednesday and Thursday, the showers may be somewhat reduced. By Saturday, we've still got a slight northwesterly tilt as the huge low out off south of Alaska begins to pump up the ridge then helping to enhance the trough over the eastern half of the country. And we see that really get pumped up on Sunday, a week from today, and that also helps to enhance the troughiness over the eastern half of the country, which means, we're getting out into voodoo country, but when you look at Monday, it looks like we might actually have the shot at some air mass change with the potential for front coming through and therefore giving us at least some lowered humidities as well. Now, going way out into voodoo country, yep, there it is, the ridge back with us. So just no change from that. And then finally at the end of the period, do see a little mischief in the southwestern Gulf, but indeed that wouldn't come our way with such a huge ridge over the area, and this is out to the 22nd. Well, thanks for tuning into the Weather Extreme video. Expect James Spann to be back in the saddle once again tomorrow morning. In the meantime, I hope that you have a wonderful Sunday, and Godspeed.
Each day there are new stories to tell about the people who live here and the place we call home.
All of the faces that I see, all of the places close to me, they're all part of all the best things about home.
Sharing your stories on ABC 3340, Alabama's news leader.